Hey guys, we're on video number 4. I will say the level of comments has remained on a steady keel, 99% complete fucking stupidity, and the 1% who actually have a decent argument or something to say of any significance. But we'll get down to brass tacks anyway. There was a meeting between Dublin City Council and the Gardaí this morning on the outcome. The outcome of that was that the Gardaí are just going to monitor the protests from now on a bit more closely, and Dublin City Council are going to monitor the noise levels. So Gemma put 2 videos out. She was literally just in the first video, I think it went on about 10 minutes, just harassing Google staff, showing faces of Google security, which I don't think she has any right to do, to be honest. Basically saying that some of the one security person she showed was the face of Google, so to speak. I don't think he's the face of Google. I just think he's a normal guy doing a 9-to-5 job, just like everybody in that office building. Normal office temps, office people doing a 9-to-5 job who have no control over any decisions made or whatever decisions Google made about her channel being deleted, her channels being deleted, or anybody else's channels being deleted. Now I will say that, she kept up the guff, running across the street doing this, that, the other. And the Gardaí showed up in a second video, I believe, to read out a Public Order Act, and she basically ran back about 10 foot and quote unquote said, "Don't bother reading that out to me." Now what she was actually saying was, read it out to them, the stupid people who came to support her. And I say they're stupid because they're basic human cannon fodder for Gemma. That's all they are. The quicker she can blame a group of people rather than take the blame on herself, so be it. She'll do it. She will hang everybody left, right and centre. I said this already, and she's going out to prove it today. This stupid thing of running back like it's going to help, and then lay it into them. Told you, she will kick the blocks out of everyone with her rope around her neck that supported her and watch them hang. Simple as. So yeah, she decided to taunt them even more, like, why don't you arrest Maria Boyle's killers instead? So the way I look at that is, that's complete incompetence by a so-called reporter. Reason being, what's a rank and file Garda in Dublin going to know about that case, especially with how long ago it was? Idiocy. She's doing it to taunt people. That's all she's doing. And she thinks like the people listening are going to be, that's Gemma laying it into them. That's Gemma being a complete tit. That's all Gemma is doing. So if Gemma's doing anything, she's proving she's only out for Gemma. As she said herself in that video again about reinstating her YouTube channels, that's all she's there for. She doesn't give a shit about anybody else with her little anti-corruption, whatever it is. She doesn't give a shit about corruption. She wants her channels back. That's all. There are far bigger people in the game that have had channels deleted over far less and far worse than her little 26k channel. And I think there was another one, was it 14 or 20, I'm not sure what it was. That doesn't matter to Google. They're a business, and this freedom of speech thing, it's not even legally termed that, if someone speaks out against her, it's like there's enough people not to speak out against her, because these people are talking about freedom of speech, and she's putting her life on the line for this, that and the other. Gemma's putting her life on the line for anyone. She's putting it on the line for Gemma. She's not putting it on the line for anyone else. It's as simple as. And she has admitted it. All she wants is her channels back. She's not going up against, she's going up under the guise of being anti-corruption and all that. She's just as corrupt as any of them. And that's it. She is. Anyway, her followers started to taunt the Gardaí. Now, they were lucky there was no arrest made. But she lives to fight another day. But I suppose being a Garda informant and all that, which I presume she is, because if that was anyone else doing what they were doing and saying what they were saying, they'd have been dragged off the road. They wouldn't have waited for a van. They'd just have dragged her down to the top of the Garda station, the closest one. It's as simple as. The only people suffering in all this are the residents. The residents didn't ask for any of this. Google didn't ask for any of it. They just did what they usually do if someone flaunts their community standards. They delete the accounts. It's as simple as. She could have appealed, and she obviously might have, and they were still turned down, but that's what happens. Whatever chance she has now, she's not gonna, or had back then, she's gonna have none now. But like I said, the only people that suffer in this are the residents of the area. I mean, they didn't ask for any of this. But obviously living in the area, it seems, attaches you to Google, because you get as much shit of Gemma's supporters being a resident as you do working for Google. Getting in people's faces, walking by and roaring and shouting, because they know they're residents. If they're not there in a month and don't know anyone living there, they know damn well who's living there, so they'll annoy the piss out of them. That's all she does. So if people can't see now over the videos she's posting up, she's not there for corruption. She's there for Gemma. She's there for her channels, and fuck everybody else. That's what's going to happen. And I mean, I don't know how people, unless people can see through her at this point and just realise that, well, I can't say that now because I'm going to make myself out to be a bigger tit than she is. That's just life. You've all got the wool pulled over your eyes. You're all made a fool of, but yet you're still standing up for her. What's the point? Making herself out to be this investigative journalist. She's not. At this point, she's just a joke. And she's a joke that's going to keep running or protesting. It's not going to change what people think of her. Especially the likes of me looking in at all this. It's not going to change anything. She's still going to look like a tit, what she's doing. Making a fool out of herself and a fool out of the people around her. But anyway, that's my take on things. Look, just drop a comment, drop an argument, drop a debate, and those of you who, I'm bothered getting back to, you've obviously done something good or very fucking stupid. But no doubt I'll see you in the next one, because she ain't gonna stop. Signing off.